Hey guys, quick update on the Cybertruck. I've got all the bits pretty much that I need to finish it off. So not all of them are here, but the bits that I do have here I've sort of put where they go. So on the ground there we've got the two front shocks, two front wheels, and they're fat tyres. Back here we've got the two rear wheels and the two rear shocks. Rear shocks are a little shorter. I've got some weather stripping. Did have that headlight in position, but it fell. But yeah, headlight, light bar goes in between the headlights, and also another light bar goes at the top. Trying to make this much like the prototype. So I've got the materials over here. The side windows aren't here, but the quarter windows are. They're tinted and they go there up the front. You get the idea. Bit hard to do with one hand. I'm holding two of them there. Okay. So yeah, quarter windows. Yeah, side windows aren't here at the moment. They're with all the other bits. I've got a storage shed and I've got to collect a whole bunch of stuff out of the storage shed. So the only other thing that is missing is the chassis, the floor, and the suspension. So the arms. So we've got trailing arms that go that way at the back with the shock sitting on top. At the front here we have double A-frame wishbone suspension that'll go like that. So we'll have a upper and lower control arm and the suspension. The shock absorber set up probably from the lower control arm to a bracing bar that goes above my feet. Check out those axles, nice and solid. They're 20mm axles. They're really chunky. And there goes the other headlight. I've got one disc fitted. So anyway, as you know, the Cybertruck's a four-wheel drive. So is this. But I only have two batteries at the moment, so I can only operate it as two-wheel drive. I could set it up to run as four-wheel drive off two batteries, but it's just pointless. It's not made for that. The batteries aren't built for it. The batteries are built to do 2,000 watts each, and I've got two of them. And these, I've got 2,000 watts on each motor. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8,000 watts. So yeah, 52 volt. So what I'm thinking of doing is just with the two motors, the two batteries at the moment, just setting up the rear end, so it's rear wheel drive. Hopefully it's still quick enough. These motors are geared to run at a reasonably slow speed, so that, because this thing's built for power, not for speed. It's built to go off-road, four-wheel driving. So That's the idea of the fat tyres, the powerful motors, solid axles, solid wheels. Yeah, they are chunky wheels, aren't they? And yeah, nice thick spokes on them too. They're really solid spokes. Not sure what gauge they are. I'm no good at that. All these motors reversed, and we also have cruise control. Yeah, so once I've got the chassis built, the suspension set up, and the wiring done, it's basically ready to roll. But then I need to build things like steering, seat, the rear cargo area here, and a few other little bits and pieces. But yeah, basically all it needs then is to be skinned. When I say skinned, exterior paneling. So we'll have already at that stage a roof, a windscreen, and the sides filled in. But the window stops here, and this triangular section here is meant to be a panel. Under that we've got a panel that goes the whole side of the car, and then we've got 3 little panels that make up the nose, 1 panel that makes up the hood, same thing around the other side. Then we have a bit of wastage in it, but we'll have a thin panel, just a little bit thicker than this, that follows this top triangle, with the back section filled in. So basically imagine that whole triangle filled in, but then we just cut out the window areas so we can see through and leave a frame. So that's the paneling, and that's supposed to be in polycarbonate. It's a bit expensive, I don't have the money for it right now, but I already had this stuff. This is just some cheap ply, 3-ply. But my intention is to sand this up. It's not so bad. Sand it up, get some putty on any imperfections, prime it, put lots of primer on it. We'll cut it all to shape of the body panels, and then paint it silver. So hopefully it looks a lot like the Cybertruck colour. But yeah, the stuff that I'm getting, the polycarbonate stuff, has a aluminium coating on it that really does look the part of stainless steel. Brushed stainless, I think it's called. So I've been yeah, busy collecting all these bits, paying for them, borrowing money for them. I owe over $2,000 still. At one stage I owed close to 3,000, but that was only a matter of a few weeks back. We've got a bit of surface rust here and there because this has been stored outside with the tarp over it. There's a tarp. Hey Missy. Missy's 16, turned 16 last week. Yeah, so there's a long way to go, but we're also a long way from started now. There's not, I can't see a lot of hurdles. in the way of things that are going to stop me from getting this done. I've got the reversing camera, I've got the rear light, got the indicators, got the headlights. I'm not putting the mirrors on this like the road version of the Cybertruck does. I'm just going to have the reversing camera and mount that to the tailgate. So hopefully that works out just fine. I've already got the camera. There's the camera. Well, there's the revision mirror part of it. So that's a screen. It's upside down. But yeah, that's a screen for the camera. And it's wireless. So I've bench tested one wheel, that one there. I wasn't able to run it. All I was able to do was sort of give it a rotation or so. Hey, cut it out. Luke, stop. I was only able to give it a rotation or so, but all the wiring, apart from the battery being unplugged, is assembled still. So I thought I'd leave it assembled just for now, because I've got to copy that another 4 times. So there's, don't know if you can see, but it's a controller there. It's a 40 amp controller. That's a throttle. Oh, that won't be repeated. There'll be one throttle, and everything hooked up to the one throttle. I may have 2. I may have one for the front, one for the rear. I'm not sure yet. Still debating on that one. But I've got the wiring to do it both ways. Yeah, so that there, it's facing away from us, so you can't really tell, but that's the screen, the computer basically. And you can see the thick gauge wire in there that goes to the battery, and 3-phase into the controller. So yeah, it's these tyres are aren't multi-directional. They only go one way, or they're meant to just rotate that way. So hey Luke, cut out please. So I want to get that there, maybe with some sandpaper or something, and take the print off on this side. Luckily these tyres only have print on one side, so on the other side here, because the tyres are all facing forward, these tyres have the print on the inside, so I'm not going to worry about them. I'm happy that they're black on the outside. That's what I'm hoping for on the other side. Hubcaps, I'm making Cybertruck hubcaps out of, stop it you, cut it out. So this stuff here, these foam mats, I did order black, but these seem to have come in a grey. It's okay, I'm still going to use them, but I'm going to just paint them entire black. That'll work. Because basically there's not much difference from this material to rubber. So I'm assuming that tyre black will hold on this really well. And if it looks totally crap, then I can spend another 10, 15, 20 bucks and get another set of these mats in black. I did order black this time and they just didn't, they said they were black, but they're not. And another thing I didn't like about these is it's like a checker plate. So if I do replace them, I might use that in the rear end here. Look at this. Won't it look good in the back of the ute? Sorry to you Americans, me calling this a ute. But in Australia, that's exactly what this is. It's a utility vehicle, a ute. Good old Aussie ute. Australian built, Australian owned, Australian designed, copied off an American design, and scaled down. American one's a 5-seater, mine's a 1-seater. Well guys, I think that's enough for now. Apologies for taking so long on a big giant pause on this project, but I've had all sorts of things going on, from my best friend dying, mate getting locked up, he's out again, and having to move, so I relocated to here and it's worked out good. But yeah, this thing's cost me, so far I've spent $4,600, $4,650 already. Of that I owe $2,400, so a bit over half I still owe. That's alright, I'm getting it paid off at the rate of about $75 a week. So I'm hoping with the actual wheels here, roughly where they go, that you get a bit of a better visual aspect and idea of what's going on here. Hopefully, if you you know the Cybertruck, you know this shape and you can visualize it all complete. It's very closely to scale, so it's going to make it look very much like the real deal, just a smaller version. The wheels are a little oversized for it. They shouldn't be that big. They should be a bit wider and a bit smaller, but they're bicycle wheels. And yeah, 16-inch wheels would have done with big fat tyres on it. If I got something like a 4-inch fat tyre on a 16-inch wheel, that would have come very close to what I needed. But 17 inch is perfect actually. Yeah, so 17 inch is rare, 16 inch is not as rare but still not as easy to get. 20 inch kind of available everywhere, not hard to get, not a little bit more expensive because they're a bit rarer. So I can get these tyres and these tubes at a good price and quite easily, quite cheaply. Yeah, so all good with that. So I did choose to go up a little in size. I know it's going to, I've had to alter the shape of the guards slightly, make the guards slightly bigger to accommodate the bigger wheels. There'll be slightly less gap in the guards as well than what you'll see on the real Cybertruck. So yeah, it'll just look like a Cybertruck with slightly larger wheels. They're not that much bigger really when you think about it. I'll grab a tape measure and work it out actually. So There we go. So see, get it more in the middle. See where it says 50, and just above that you got a 1. That's the height that we should be at. But as you can see, we're a little bit higher. So what are we actually? We're more like 58, 59, where it should be 51. So it's not a massive difference. These need to be, I think it was 12 centimeters wide, but we only have 9 centimeters. I thought they were 10. They look like you got 9.5 centimeters there of width on the tyre, not quite 10. And for those that want to know, 10, just shy of 4 inches. So they're over they're about 3 3/4 inches in width, which isn't so bad of a lie for a 4-inch claim. Yeah, I've heard of worse. Heard of 3.25, 3 1/4 for a 4-inch. Anyway guys, that's going to be enough for now. Next step is either, it doesn't really matter, it's all got to get done, but it's either I start on these panels. That's the easy job, I guess, getting the panels all made. Hang on a sec. Oi, cut it out you two, cut it out. Yeah, start on the panels, or I start on the chassis. To start on the chassis I've got to order the steel. It's only up the road, 800 metres away or so, a kilometre away. And they've got it in stock, and it's only about 170 bucks worth of steel, 180 bucks. Okay, so a little more done. I've got 3 panels cut out. These 2 are actually completely cut out, meaning the one that goes around the window and the side one. That's the other side one. Just needs the wheel arches cut out of that, and then it's ready for the other side. They're not actually fit, they're just resting up against the frame at the moment. They're not going to be fit till they're sanded and primed and painted. Then they get fit. So yeah, wheels aren't in position either. I just did that for a rough look for you all. Anyway, just a quick little bit. Got 2 more sheets of ply there, and only a little bit of it would be taken up with there, and we can also get the tailgate, bonnet and nose section, probably with almost a whole sheet remaining. That's alright though, it's a spare sheet, will be for inner guards. So there's a bit of work to form up the inner guards. Anyway, if that wheel looks a bit big for there, it's because it's low. The front end's too low. see that by the fact that the tyre's touching. The back on the other hand is a little high, but yeah, that's the way it is. So to get proper ride height from the front, I should have made these front legs a little bit longer and almost the same sort of distance for the back. Needed to be a little shorter. That's alright. I really can't wait to chop those legs off once this thing's on its wheels. Anyway, hope that gives you an idea. I did try and set the bonnet or hood on the front, but gravity made it just slide off. Headlights fell out of position. The light bars are actually in storage with all the rest of the stuff. I do have the batteries here and controllers and all the wiring and stuff. All this sort of get up. That's one completely wired up. All I have to do is plug a battery into that lead there, hit the button on the power and twist the throttle, and this wheel will spin. Anyway, I even had the quarter window in place. I don't have the side windows here, they're also in storage, but I do have the quarter windows. I had that in place, and bumping things around it fell when I was trying to put the bonnet on actually. Over here we've got the tinted roof and the clear windscreen. They're not cut out yet, but they're ready to go. Basically they're just like cutting another 2 panels. I need to go over all the welds, all the edges with a wire brush and some sandpaper, and then get more primer onto this. I've got to paint this part of the frame black around the window, and also under the roof area. That's just a template for the roof, which is over there. So that's my entry point, guys. Hinged at the front. In we go. Anyway, just a little update showing that I'm doing stuff daily. So 3 panels cut, there's 10 to go. I mean 10 all up without the windows. So we have 2 of them, 2 of the side ones, that's 4. Bonnet 5, nose 6, the 2 little ones in the corners 7 and 8, 9 for the tailgate, and then 10 is a piece that goes around here. That's all. Just goes up there, across and down again, just to cover up this stuff here. But yeah, it's on the actual Cybertruck like that as well. Anyway, that's enough for now. Just thought I'd give you guys a quick update. I might just add this on to the previous video make it a bit longer, because I haven't edited or uploaded that yet. And yeah, I might do even more tomorrow and have the other side cut out. So I've still got the window, that top bit that I just showed you, tailgate, bonnet, nose, those two bits to cut out, and the arches for this side panel. And that's pretty much all the bodywork cut. Then there's a lot of sanding to be done, priming, probably more sanding, maybe more priming, painting. Anyway, I'm pleased with it all. This has not really been that hard to do either. Anyway, see you in the next one.